I have one of the most comfortable, affordable car that you can buy on the market, a compact, kind of a small crossover. It's about the brand new Citroen C3, the brand new C3 2024 model, and in this video I want to explain you everything about the car. I will make a full review, interior, exterior, material quality, technical data, everything about this C3 you will find out in this video. I will have a separate video, a test drive video if you want to see the car on the road, if you want to see how it's on the road, definitely check out that video as well. First of all, I have a few words to say about Citroen in general. You probably know, you probably saw my past video, and you probably know that Citroen make one of the most comfortable cars on the market. Not only that they have this super advanced suspension system, but also, or maybe to say more smart suspension system, but also they have a new implement on the seats. We will talk about that, some extra foam that improve the feeling when you go over the bumps. But more about that we will talk also in the test drive video about comfort and suspension. But keep in mind, this is one of the most comfortable, affordable, small city car that you can get on the market these days. Let's go to the technical data. And by the way, if you are in Romania, in Bucharest, if you want to test drive this Citroen C3 or whatever Citroen C3 or whatever Citroen car, definitely check out Neo Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. If you want to see the car, buy the car, test drive the car, if you have whatever question, you can definitely contact them. Now let's go to the technical data. This Citroen C3 that it is with me here is the max version. That means the top of the range version. It comes in 3 different options. We have like U, then you have Plus, and then you have Max. And I have the most expensive version, which come with all the options that you can get on the car, which I will explain you a little bit later in the video. The price of this C3, the basis entry-level version, start at 14,994 euro, and then you can add some options. But the version that I have with me, it start at 19,900 euro. But here at Neo Motors you have a discount of 899 euro, so the final price will be 19,387 euro for the most expensive version. So the fact that it's under 20,000, it's pretty good for what it offers and what it is, this car. The engine, it's a 1.2 liter petrol engine, 3 cylinders in line. It's a pure petrol engine, no mild hybrid, no full hybrid, it's just pure. It produces 100 horsepower, 205 Newton meters, and it's connected to a 6-speed manual transmission. That means it's much more reliable and the consumption will be much better, and we will test the consumption in a separate video, so definitely check out that video as well. Will be really interesting because I think I can get really good consumptions and numbers, at least when you go up to 100 km/h in the city and around the city. Also very important, top speed of the car, it's 169 km/h, consumption 5.6 liter, estimated consumption VLTP, but we will test out also in the test drive video. CO2 emission 127 grams, 10.3 meter is the turning circle, the trunk space 310 liters, and the weight of the car, it's 980 liters. The fuel tank capacity 44 liter, and 0 to 100 in 13.3 seconds. Ground clearance 18 centimeters. The car come with front suspension MacPherson strut, and on the rear we have torsion beam. Also the length of the car 4 meters 01 centimeter, and the wheelbase 2 meter 54 centimeters. The smart suspension which I talk about, which work in collaboration with the seats, which I will show you a little bit later. It has integrated hydraulic bump stops for better absorption of road imperfections, and this is something that you don't find in other cars in this class, so this is a big plus if you want to have an affordable car, but in the same time you want to have this amazing comfort. I guess those are the most important technical data about the car. I will leave in the description of this video all the technical data just to check them out if you need some extra information later. Also, let's go outside to talk about the exterior design and then interior, multimedia system and all that stuff. So yeah, let's do it, guys. This is the key, pretty classic, I would say, pretty oldish, pretty heavy. What you can do with the key, lock and unlock the car. Also, if you want to start the car, you have to use the old classic turning the key inside there. But yeah, that doesn't bother me too much, but yeah, it's something to keep in mind. Even though you have the top of the range version, you still have to start it like that. When it comes to lock and unlock, I like the fact that the car comes with electric folding mirrors. This is very useful for the city, and I noticed that it works pretty smooth and nice. But we don't have keyless entry, so all the time you have to lock and unlock the car from the key. Just in case you don't have any more battery, you unlock the car just like that. And if you want to start the car, of course you go inside. For those of you that are pretty young these days, you have to put the key here and then just turn it, wait for a second until the lights are off, and then you turn it all the way in to start the engine. I know most of you these days, probably the youngest one, didn't see this system, but yeah, here's the hazard light button. From here we turn on the lights and the fog lamp from here, and we will talk a little bit about the exterior design. Otherwise, guys, when it comes to doors and handle and the quality, I feel like it feels pretty good. I mean, in this price range, it sounds good, it feels good, so it's pretty nice. Look at this. It sounds really, really good. This Citroen C3, it's built on the same platform. It's a Stellantis group platform that's shared with a new Opel Frontera. Probably you saw it in one of my videos that it's already online. I saw it for the first time in Zurich Auto Show last month. So yeah, it's a pretty nice car. It's a good new platform, which you can install on this platform also an electric car, or you can install this pure petrol version and even hybrid versions. It's a pretty nice car. Regarding the design, I think it's really attractive. It's much more beautiful than the previous version. Definitely, I can say it looks good from my point of view, and the ground clearance of 18 centimeters make this car very useful also on the roads that are not so perfect, you know. And this is crazy useful. Even though it's compact, it's small, it's nice. Also, it has this squarish design. If you look in the back, it's kind of square, and that helps you inside. You will see you have phenomenal space inside the car, which is great. But yeah, the aerodynamic, I don't have the number, but probably is not that good when you go on the highway at high speeds. Not so helpful. But as long as you go in the city, around the city, or speeds up to 120 km/h, I think the car will do just fine. Anyway, beautiful. I like the front end. I like it a lot. I like also this new design language of the lighting system. It looks pretty cool. I don't know about you, but I definitely like it. You can see right now the roof and the color, it's in two colors. It's painted in gray, and then we have the roof and the upper side in black, which look great. And I think it's a great combination. Up here on the roof, we don't have a panoramic glass roof or something, but we have these really nice, interesting lines and design. I don't know if many people can see the roof, but if you can see it, it looks really nice. And I like the lines. It looks pretty great. What I don't like too much is this antenna. I wish to have some smaller antenna and much more modern, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. And why I say that, because I really like the spoiler here in the back. I really like the way they design it. It's beautiful. I like those roof rails around here with Citroen writing on them. They look so modern, they look so nice, and somehow the antenna, it makes not too much sense there, but really beautiful design, really beautiful lines. I like the spoiler. Here's the brake light LED inside these glass tinted windows on the rear and on the side, by the way, on this Max version. Also, you have some nice interesting element here in this area, yeah, that add a little bit of yeah, let's say modernity. Then in the back, LED lights in this new design language from Citroen. Then you have the turning signal, LED light here. It looks really nice, and also the brake lights are here. They will become a little bit more stronger, but overall, from my point of view, I think it looks great. Then in the back, some piano black, and you can see somehow those diagonal lines signify the upper side, or maybe this area of the Citroen logo. This is the Citroen logo. It's the new logo here. Looks good. C3. And you have down here on the number plate, by the way, you don't have LED lights, you have normal halogen light, plus this is the reverse camera. Down here you have the fog lamp, which is LED right here in the middle. It looks pretty good. And also on the rear, you have the bumper in black plastic mat and this gray plastic. The exhaust pipe, it's here on the right side. It's under the bumper, so you don't have any visible exhaust pipe. But on the rear, it comes with 4 parking sensors. In the front, doesn't have any parking sensors or any sensors. I will show you in a second. Also, what I like very much is the fact that they add this plastic protection around the wheels, which will protect the paint of the car in time. Plus, it has this lower area of the Citroen logo. It looks cool. Then you have those 17-inch rims. You have 205, 50, and R17, and on the rear you have drum brakes, so you don't have ventilated or brake discs, you have drum brakes on the rear. The rims look, although really nice, with the new Citroen logo in the middle. I think it looks great, and I like very much the fact that down here, all over the down skirt, you have this plastic. This is super useful, and also in the front, the same protection, very, very useful in time, protected from scratch and stones and all that stuff. In the front, although, we have ventilated brake discs, and those are the brake calipers. The mirrors cap in the same color as the roof, in black. You have here on the side this small LED light, and then here you have pretty big mirrors, so the visibility is pretty good. So you don't have any blind spot technology or all that stuff. So the car comes with the most, let's say, regulatory safety features like emergency brake, lane warning assist, and cruise control. And I will show you as we go in the test drive. And also, as a nice contrast, I think the handle in black look really nice with the overall color and design of the car. Now, here on the windshield, you have the sensors for the light and raining, plus you have a camera that can read the traffic speed limit signs. And also, it's used for stay between the lanes and warning if you go outside the lanes. Also, the front end, pretty powerful. I really like the front end. I think it looks great. Here in the middle, you have the Citroen logo. Here you have also this black glossy as on the rear, some air intakes here. Also, even this grille on the lower end, it is in Citroen somehow logo on the upper side. I think it looks great. I really like the way it looks, and plus down there you have some active cooling. I didn't expect that, so some pedals open and close depending on the weather and temperature. And I guess it's because this car is shared the platform with the electric version, and the electric version really need those active cooling pedals. Down here in the front, no sensors in the front, as I said, but I like the fact that you have this air intake, which is huge. It looks great, it looks sporty, and also it's useful for the aerodynamic. And a little bit higher, you can see on the side Citroen LED vision. You have low beam and high beam LED light, full LED light. It's not matrix, but it's full LED light, which is very useful. Up here you have the daytime running light, down here daytime running light, and here on the side and the turning signal, it's on the normal halogen bulb light, so no LED light on the turning signal in the front. So overall, this is the exterior design. One more thing here is the tank, 44 liters on the driver's side, which I like very much. I always like to have this tank on the driver's side. It's much more easier to remember it and also to fuel it. That I show you the exterior. I want to turn off the lights and I want to show you what is under the hood, because most of you want to know that. In the middle here you have this very simple to press button, and then you have a manual lift gate, which is pretty heavy. Down here you have the 1.2 liter, 3 cylinders in line, petrol engine. Here's the 12-volt battery, the fuse box, liquid for the wipers, liquid cooling there, and surprisingly it seems to run pretty silent. I like that. I was expect to be a little bit more noisy, but it's definitely silent when it's on, so this is a good thing. Now let's go in the trunk. Here you have a button where you unlock the trunk. It has a manual lift gate, so you don't have automatic lift gate in the trunk. Here you have a handle from where you can close it. The entrance, it's, let's say, relatively big. The only downside is that upper side it's quite big, and then it comes a little bit tight here, somewhere on the lower end. But overall the trunk is pretty good for the size of the car, for the shape of the car, for what this car it is, I think it's more than enough to fit in here a lot of stuff. You have some plastic at the entrance, and you don't have a flat floor, but you have like 13 centimeters, around 30 centimeters, not 13. Pretty much space here, hooks left and right, hooks up here. You have also protection for the trunk. I take it out because I want to show you a little bit better the way it looks. And under the trunk, under the floor here, you still have some storage space. Even though you don't have a spare tire, you still have some space for some tools. But overall, pretty big, even to go in holiday. If you want to fold down the seats, you have to do it 60-40. You cannot fold down the middle part, and you have this strap here on both sides. You just pull it and push it. Once you do that, you will notice that you don't have a completely flat floor, so you have here around maybe 15 to 20 centimeters, but the space, it's relatively big, so you can fit in here a lot of items without any problem. Yeah, in general, this is it. Now, if you go on the side, you will notice that the entrance is quite big. You have a big entrance here, and you can see one more time in the back. This is the space, and this is the way it looks. And down here on the legs room, you still have some storage space. Even though the transmission tunnel is quite big, you still have some storage space to add different items right there. Here on the window, you have this window which you can fold it until here, not completely down, but yeah, you still have left around 3-4 centimeters there. From my point of view, it's pretty good. Also, regarding the quality and the design, I like very much the design. And why I like the design? Because it's a nice contrast between this white and black, and everywhere here you have plastic, but I like that here you have this leather in this area. I think it's leatherette from what I remember, and also here you have the button, you have the handle. I like the fact that inside those door bands you have this white. Even though it's plastic, it's white, and it looks much better than to have all black. I think it's a nice contrast. Then you have the speaker here. You have 6 speakers inside the car, by the way. This is the entrance, relatively big entrance. And also here you can see a very beautiful contrast between the roof, which is white, and the black seats with the white. This is a lovely configuration. I think they did a phenomenal job by choosing those colors and the materials. Even though the seats are textile material, most of them. Here on the side you have also some leatherette, so that means artificial leather. Also here in white, also here on the headrest on the side. I really like the seats. Plus here in the middle, not only on the front but also here in the rear, inside those little pillows, also here you have like 15mm foam, like a memory foam, which help you when you go and the car goes over the bumps, help you improve the comfort. So they're really smart seats. So yeah, this is something that I really appreciate. So when it comes to seats, Citroen know how to make those seats in a big way. And also the material here, even though it's textile material, and even the headrests are a little bit harder, the foam inside, it feels like you're having a memory foam. It's really smart stuff. You don't have an armrest, by the way, but you have 2 ease of fix. You can install 2 child seats here in the back. Behind the front seats you have some storage space up here, storage space here, and also everything it's in stuff material. I like that again. Now let me go inside. Now once you go inside, and I adjust already the seats in my driving position in the front, this is the space behind myself, 173 centimeters. I have more than enough space on my knees. I can stretch my legs, play with my legs under the front seats. I really like how much space I have on the legs. On the head, I have also huge space for the size of the car. I have like almost 6 fingers. And to be honest, it's really comfy to be here. It holds your back pretty straight, but in the same time, it feels comfy and soft and nice. Visibility, it's also very good because you have a big window, so nothing to complain here, to be honest. Going in the middle, by the way guys, here in the middle, I don't know if you can see it, let me show you pretty close. You have 2 USB-C ports, which are extremely useful. You have some storage space here, plus this 12-volt port. Now, if I go in the middle, I can go relatively easy, even though you have this transmission tunnel that doesn't allow you to have your legs together. But you still have left on the knees relatively good space. On the head I have less space, like 5 fingers, almost stretch my hand completely, and here almost stretch my hand completely. Down here it's relatively soft and nice, and also on the back it's relatively soft, so it's not bad, to be honest. It's much better than most of other cars. Even in this class I think you can stay here in the middle for, yeah, let's say medium short trips without any problem. And also I like very much the roof because it's in white. That signify you have a brighter interior. It looks much more nicer and premium, let's say, but a very, very nice contrast. And anyway, regarding the dashboard and the design, somehow Citroen really keep this signature classic look of the Citroen, and they still add the head-up display, they call it, or cockpit, I would say, there in the front a little bit farther away. We have this steering wheel, which look really interesting, and also somehow in the new trend with flat up and down, and that design, I like it. And you have a big screen in the middle there where you have all the settings. And then of course it comes with a manual handbrake and manual transmission. We will talk about that as we go in the front, but overall I think it looks nice, simple, nice, and yeah, pretty classic for Citroen. One window, one piece, good visibility, that's perfect. Also the door, kind of the same design, but here we have this chrome in this area, also plastic up here, leatherette here, everywhere, look great. And here you have again this white interior of the door bands, which is great. Then you have the buttons for the windows, you have the lock windows, and then electric adjustable mirrors. Also here you have the speaker, you have normal pedals, and here we have manual adjustable seats. But I like very much how you can adjust the head area, the upper area, because you just push it forward and then you can play with it. You don't have rotate. I hate when you have that road, how we say, like that circle, plastic circle from where you can adjust the seats. So I like it much more like that. Otherwise, good entrance, pretty big entrance here. And also you can see the front seats look kind of the same as on the rear, but they're much more brighter, bigger. It's great that you have a good comfort. Again, it has this foam here to improve the comfort. Side support, the same combination of leatherette on the side. It looks really, really nice. I really like the material. Even though it uses textile material, I think the material quality is great, and they kind of add 3 different types. I like it. Really, really good stuff. Now, even here on the dashboard, you have this textile material. Pretty interesting the way they design it and the way they choose to add it. And I think the only soft material is right here in the middle where you have this textile material. Then you have the wheel for the position of the lights. From here, you deactivate all the sound system. For example, when you exceed the speed, so the speed limit warning, you can deactivate it. Here is the lane assist and the start-stop engine button. It's here. A little bit higher, you have those vents, which are in the same kind of look of Citroen signature. It feels pretty good quality, and also really interesting the way they decide to design this dashboard. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's go inside. Now, visibility wise, it's pretty good. I have nothing to say about the visibility around the windows. Even in this mirror up here, you have pretty good visibility, and around the car, a little bit of blind spot in the corners there, but I guess it's fine. It's easy to drive. I drive it until here. It was really easy. Manual handbrake, and here I have to say a few words. I like the fact that it's pretty easy to work with. Then you have the gear shifter. Here again, you go in reverse, you pull it like that, go in the front. I drive the car a little bit, and I have to say that it goes pretty easy into the gears. So something that I like very much. Now, when you go in reverse, you can see the reverse camera, not the best resolution, but I like that you have those active lines that guide you and help you to go in reverse. It's pretty useful, pretty simple. And yeah, and also even the clutch and the pedals feel relatively easy when you press them, so easy to work with. A little bit forward, you have 2 cup holders here. You have wireless charging for your phone. You can charge your phone wireless, and a little bit higher you have climatic system with physical button, which is very convenient and very easy to adjust. A little bit higher you have the vents, which feel pretty good quality. I like the way it feels. And here you have the glove box, pretty big glove box, a lot of space there to put different items. And here higher they put an USB-C. Not sure why they decide to put it up here and not somewhere around here, you know. But yeah, it is here, the USB. Otherwise, you have some little storage space around here behind the screen or on the dash where you can put, let's say, different items. A little bit higher, you don't have storage space here because there come the vents, and then you have the screen, the cockpit. Regarding the key, you saw it in the beginning. Steering wheel, you can adjust it from down here, up, down, forward, backward. It doesn't have a pretty long adjustment, but it's great that you can, yeah, adjust it in this way. And yeah, I find my position extremely easy. Also, I love the quality. It's a leather steering wheel with stitches. It feels really good. The grip is great. I drive the car, I really like it. Even here in this area behind, it has some kind of finger hold. I like it. So yeah, steering wheel is one of my favorite things. Plus it has physical button for cruise control and all that safety features. I will show you when we drive in the test drive video. And here you have some controllers for voice command, volume, and so on. Yeah, behind the stalks. And regarding this head-up display, let's say, it is a pretty simple one, but it shows you there the speed limit and let me show you a little bit closer. It shows you also there the speed limit signs, and also you can kind of configure the driver assistance systems. You can activate and deactivate different features. You can go also to user settings to change language, units, brightness, privacy, maintenance, and so on. So you have a few options from where you can play with, but you can see also different information like consumption and how much gas you still have, the speed, and so on. And I would say it's perfectly positioned because you can see from my position, you see it perfectly, and you see those information right there in a super nice way. Also up here we have this vanity mirror without any light, and also you have the microphones, SOS button, info button. You have some LED lights, you can see it pretty good, and yeah, that's it. Good. Also, I find that the screen, it's well positioned right here in the middle, so you have a good visibility while you're driving. It's extremely easy to see information right there on the screen. It's pretty big, and also the good part, the big advantage is that you can connect to Android Auto and Apple CarPlay without using a cable, and that's really convenient. Good. Now, let me show you, it's extremely simple, this system, this multimedia, is crazy simple. You have radio, telephone, navigation, right? And on the second page, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, that's all. And here on the side, you have the volume controllers, and here you have some shortcuts from home. Here you have radio, here you have telephone, to connect the telephone, and here we have the navigation system. And I was surprised to see how good the navigation system is. It's extremely, look at it, extremely smooth. Even though the screen is not glossy, it's a little bit matte, and when the screens are matte, the finger doesn't slide so easy and doesn't leave fingerprints, but it's not slide so easy. Or maybe it's not, because it has still the foil on. I'm not sure about, I don't want to take it down. Still, in the beginning, probably if it's glossy, it will slide very easy. But now, I was so surprised because it works so fast, man. It works really good, so you almost don't have any lag at all, even better than some premium, more expensive cars that I test in the last months. I was surprised how good it is, and you can find, look at this, you can find the gas station, the restaurant, hotels, wherever things, you can find it from here. And I noticed that it works so fast, so once you decide where you want to go, for example here, you just press start and it's just instantaneous. It's works so fast. This was something that I was crazy impressed. So great job, Citroen. I really like what you do with this. And it shows you, of course, the charging station, because the car will have the same navigation system also on the electric version. So you can find for the charging stations for electric cars as well on the electric version, for example. And you have so many point of interest here. And then you go, of course, to the settings, where you have the general settings. You change language, factory reset, software update, map update. Then you have, let me Let me go back from here. Then you have the display. You have also device, so where you can connect your devices. You have audio, so all the audio settings are around here, and the volume and the clock, of course. So yeah, otherwise that's it, that's all. It's that simple. I want to make a video, separate video, on how to connect your phone, your Apple CarPlay to the multimedia system, so stay close to see that video as well. So if you're interested, definitely write me in the comments. That was the video. I hope you get some useful information from here. If you still have questions, ask me down below. Whatever question you have, I will be really happy to answer you. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my videos. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will mean a lot for me, so thank you guys for being here. Definitely don't miss out the test drive video with the same car, because there you can get even more information about it, and will be really interesting. And if you want to buy the car, if you want to test drive the car, if you want to see the car, if you are in Bucharest, definitely check out Neo Motors. Link will be in the description. They are super nice, so definitely check them out. Plus they have this discount on this version right now, on this C3, so yeah, definitely contact them. That was the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.